Hello, Louisiana beer reviews on this Saturday afternoon at the time of the recording. Rainy here, about 1:30, right?
We just want to document this correctly before we get started.
Right, so as though that matters. We're looking at Lederer Pils, named after a man named Christian Lederer. It's a German Pils beer, brewed and bottled in Germany. It's made according to the Reinheitsgebot, meaning the German purity law: water, barley malt, hops, and yeast, no corn or rice. I bought this at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits in Florida about a week ago. 5.1% alcohol, that's all I know. This is the first English language video review for this beer in the world. There's German language. Now look at the cap. This looks like an old 1960s bottle cap. Look at that. Like an old steel cap.
Yeah, it appears as though it's got an old label and all on there too. I don't know much about this beer. I know German beers, judging by the outside with the green bottle, my taste buds are automatically going toward, maybe Heineken or something like that, because it looks like a Heineken bottle.
They said
so
there was
a 5.1% alcohol, and so I'd say let's go ahead and crack it open.
and they said there was a professor who designed the alligator around the barrel. Why, I don't know.
He didn't do a good job. They should have had an artist do it,
Yeah.
not a professor.
It gets an okay score on Beer Advocate, a 69 out of 100. Rate Beer hates it, they're giving it a 26 out of 100, a 50 out of 100 in the style Pilsner, and Untapped says 65 out of 100. So, well.
So it sounds like it's an okay beer. Now, our ratings for beers, okay, much higher numeral
Right, because
wise.
we're using a college
Because
grade.
you like to put a number on everything.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and bust this open.
And as you know, this is not sold
seal
in
was a little
loose.
it wasn't loose, just wasn't a whole lot of feedback per se. I'm smelling what I smell in those grassy hops.
And we've never seen this in Louisiana.
Hops, which are usually in
Those noble hops from Bavaria, from Bohemia, usually.
look at there. I think we poured it just about right.
Yeah. This is also sold in kegs, according to the website.
Yeah, we bit more. It's okay. Yeah, what I'm smelling, it gives me that Heineken. I never tasted this before. Ironically, just by looking at the bottle, I was thinking, it might be around one.
Whitehead, kind of
Scale
hazy.
Heineken. Yeah.
Not
very
sold.
light.
Not sold in
Light
Louisiana.
straw.
That I'm aware of.
Okay, it's got that German beer smell to it. If you go to a German beer fest, you okay over there?
I was trying to get this chair correct, and it was kind of slipping on the floor.
So it's got that if you go to a German beer fest party, which are usually outside, and Oktoberfest type thing, and you order a German beer, and they just give you a table beer for, lack of a better word. You would get something like this. So to me, this is smelling along the lines of an imported German beer, very light.
It's crackery in the nose, like a saltine cracker without the salt. Those, just the cracker itself.
I'm not getting that. I don't get the cracker, the bread or anything like it, but go ahead.
And I get the grassy hops.
I'm getting the grassy
Spicy.
hop. I'm getting some spiciness. I'm getting something different on the back end. Maybe it is a cracker. You can't describe it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's pale malts.
Saltine or something.
Yeah, pale malts, some noble hops, give it that grassiness,
It is
and then yeast and water.
Let's go ahead and
Okay.
give it a try. See what it tastes like.
I'm gonna let you go first. I know what I'm gonna say.
Tastes better than Heineken. It tastes like a light beer. It tastes a lot like it smells.
Spicy.
Yeah.
And the pale malt, which is that's why I say I like the saltine crackers, because they're like a pale bread, like an unleavened bread, and it's kind of like that, like a soda cracker.
Yeah.
Light to medium body and a crisp finish. Oh,
Yeah.
I think you could guzzle this, man.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you in Germany they got huge mugs and they're just down in it.
Yeah, like I said, it kind of reminds me of like a house beer. Like you go somewhere and say, give me a beer, and the girl, the Deutsches comes back and gives you a beer,
And those big mugs.
Yeah, those big mugs, and that's pretty much what you expect, something along those lines. And it tastes like regular beer with a German.
Yeah, the purity. Now, do you agree with the score on Beer Advocate that they're saying okay, which would be like a C average? Or
No,
would you
it's
go
higher. It's higher.
I'm saying like an
I'd
A.
give it like a solid B.
A B?
Yeah.
I'm saying A, but I might be more favorable.
Well,
to
that's
us.
because what usually happens with websites like that, the beer snobs go on there. And the beer snobs are going to rate things according to what they perceive a beer should taste like, rather than taking this beer or any other beer and rating it on its own scale.
Like they're gonna, in other words, you're saying they don't look at it in the right context.
No, that's like saying I'll give someone that's used to drinking stouts and loves stouts an IPA. Well, they're not going to like it. It might be the best IPA in the world. Well, they're not going to like it because it doesn't meet their, expectations of what a beer should taste like. So I'm saying yes, that's usually what happens on some of these sites, is that you get people out there that'll taste it and they're just like, oh, didn't taste like this or didn't taste like that. You got to take the beer for what it tastes like.
I think it has a nice bitterness. It seems to be around 27 IBUs. It has a lot of bitterness in the back end, and like a Pilsner does. And you're saying B, I'm saying A. I think it's really great. But I like the style, I'll admit, but I try to be fair with beer, even if I don't like the style.
So if anybody really wants to know what this tastes like, it tastes almost like Heineken, just not as tangy, if that makes sense, as Heineken, and it's got a little cream finished on it.
And a little more bitterness.
Bitterness within the hop, yeah, but Heineken uses different. And I don't know why I went to Heineken as soon as I looked at the bottle, but I had an idea. I was like, I bet this is going to taste like Heineken. And it kind of does. It's got the same mouthfeel. It's a little heavier than Heineken. Just a little bit. Heineken's more.
I remember it was so
And
hot.
I would think that if you like Heineken, you would like this.
Yeah.
You'd probably say, oh yeah, well this almost does taste like Heineken. Yeah, I could pick this up and, give it a taste.
Or Grolsch, or Golden Pheasant,
Right.
or Kronenbourg.
It's along those lines.
Kronenbourg. It's fine.
Yeah.
I had a Kronenbourg that was made with corn syrup. It was like the cheaper Kronenbourg, not the one they sell around here. It wasn't too great.
Not
It
that
wasn't.
good, huh?
It wasn't up to this purified standard with no corn syrup.
Yeah, this is pretty clean. You're not getting any junk in this for sure. But I'm still gonna give it a solid B.
Okay.
And the reason why is that I don't drink these all the time. Okay, but I'm trying to go from the aspect of the beer being the beer.
We're not saying it's bad, that's for sure.
No.
B is not a bad score. B is
No,
a
it's
good
not.
score. So
It's better than anyone else gave it.
yeah, that's for sure. I'll be
Right.
curious to read the review. So that's it. If you ever see Lederer pills, let me know. Bought it in Florida, so laissez-les bon temps relais. And we're going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.